I think still stacked. They still have Betts in right. They have Benintendi, whose potential got him to a 99.
Wow.
They have Miguel Sano. They have Carson Kelly.
What?
I've never seen so many real-life players still in this late. Like because normally when you do a career mode for this long, like everybody's retired already. You know, I've been in the big leagues for like 8 years. Most of the time, these guys are retiring at like 30 years old.
I know, they're like done by 30, or they don't get signed. Because I've done a couple of franchises, and I fast forward, and half of them are done.
If I remember correctly, I don't even think Mike Trout's still in the league in mine. I think he retired in like 2021 or 2022 or something like that. Like, the best player in baseball is done. He's like, what, 27 at that point?
Probably.
No. Mike Trout doesn't have long hair. Yeah.
Enemy UAV is airborne. Our UAV is online.
The Mets player that you're thinking of. Syndergaard and
Noah
Brown.
Syndergaard. Yeah.
With the orange, yeah.
You know what's funny? I had Syndergaard in one of my franchises. He sucked. What the hell happened?
Really? I pitched really well with him.
No, I pitched well with him, but when I simulate, he sucks.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
I'm like, what the hell?
I was on my training points earned screen.
Yeah.
And I just got my 1500th career hit, which is 1,000 training points.
Beautiful.
1500 career. That's wow. And I think I've played all but like 1.5 seasons with this guy. Like I simmed like 1 season, just to keep going. But I think that was it.
Our UAV is online. Cover me, I'm reloading. Our UAV is online.
Time to go to the next. Oh yeah, I'm at the beginning of the season though. We're only 8-8 right now. So 16 games in. I already have 10 home runs.
Look at you, man. I should draft you, my fantasy, my dynasty teams,
Oh,
you know.
yeah. Oh, it doesn't look, wow. And I don't have like the sliders up or nothing. Like I just play, like
Yes, yeah.
I hate when in that group, like on Facebook, so many people are like, "Oh, look at my Road to the Show guy hit 5 home runs in 1 game." Like, yeah, you're playing on rookie with the sliders all the way up. That's not difficult.
Hell no.
Like if I were to play on rookie and with the sliders all the way up, I'd do the same thing. But I play on All Star and leave the sliders where they belong.
Yeah, usually I play Veteran or All-Star, and I don't really tweak the settings unless it gets crazy, like the CPU...
The only time I like to tweak the sliders is if I'm trying to do like a really realistic franchise.
Yes.
And then I grab those real sliders out of the roster or out of the vault.
Right.
And I'll put those on.
Because sometimes the CPU leaves their relievers for like 5 innings, and that never happens in baseball.
Like 80 pitches.
So I try to lower the stamina of the CPU, and I raise the manager hook. And when I do that, it's realistic. They take about the 5th or 6th inning if they're in trouble.
Right.
Which is kind of what they're doing now in today's game. So it's not. I'm not too far off with my tweaking with the sliders.
So are the Rays really being serious about this 4-man rotation?
It seems like it.
Like, that's never going to work. It's going to be like a month into the season, and they're going to be regretting it.
Well, they already lost like 2 players already for the season. So it's like, what's the point? To be honest, I don't even know what the Rays are doing. I don't think they know what they're doing.
No. I don't think anybody knows what either Florida team is doing right now.
Although, Miami Marlins are winning a lot of games already.
In spring training, yeah.
I know.
The only thing that I like about the Marlins right now is Luis Brinson is going to get to play every day. Like, I hated losing him, but getting Yelich for as long as we have him for, and really only giving up Brinson as the main piece, it's not that bad.
Well,
So
yeah, well, I mean, the Rays didn't want Domingo Santana and, Phillips for Archer, but, they'll give everything
yeah,
else for like pennies on the dollar, which doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
It's just amazing. Yeah, you give Lewis Brinson to get, Yelich.
Mhm.
I know the Marlins got the kid Sandy Alcantara. That was a big time prospect for the
Mhm.
Cardinals. I mean, that was a good move for
Team
them.
deathmatch.
Yeah, that was big. But it does. But I mean, at the same time, though, like it doesn't hurt the Cardinals any because their pitching prospects are so deep right now.
Weaver,
With Reyes and
Flattery.
Weaver and Flaherty. Oh, I forgot about Flaherty too. Jeez.
Hey, Pokey
Weaver's gonna be in the
King.
rotation for them this year.
Yep. The question will be: Is Alex Reyes? Is he going to be in the bullpen, checking his innings, which makes sense,
Right.
or?
They said they might have Reyes close games for them if they don't pick up a closer.
We've lost the
I'm
lead.
down with that.
I mean, he throws like 103 when he's starting, so.
Ever since Pokey King joined this damn thing, I'm 0-2. Thanks.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Oh
Enemy
man.
UAV is airborne. Our UAV is
Holy
online.
moly. Where'd you come from? I still didn't get him? Wow. 0-4.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Wow, I sliced him and... Okay.
Our UAV is online. Losing B.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Domination. Let's do this, Marines. Enemy UAV is airborne. We lost B.
Is that where you're putting them? Okay. Where? This one? This one. Oh, he
Dope.
landed on it.
Dope.
Securing B. B secured.
one time they threw me a high shot spawn. It's way high.
Too damn high.
Like, that's a hit.
They were trying to send you a message.
They do a very good job of hitting this at my head away.
Oh. They were saying, you know, that could have been inside, but, you know, we didn't throw it there.
Losing Bravo.
I can't wait for the new Road to the Show. Like, I like it. I think it's gonna be great. Like, I like the idea of capping things off. You know, you just gotta work harder for it, and even, you know, and people are like, well, it's Road to the Show, it's offline. Like, you know, people are like, I understand capping the creative player time in Dynasty, but why Road to the Show? Blah blah blah. Like, I think it just adds a different element to Road to the Show that's cooler than what we've seen.
Agreed.
In the past. And the video that they're showing, like, where you can actually go in and talk with the manager again, and, you know, just all the different things. You know, they're gonna be like your agent, instead of like in 17 where they're calling you like twice a season.
I know, that was
like
annoying.
They're calling you like once a week.
Yo,
You know,
I hated
be
that,
like, oh, I'm
man.
not happy here, or, you know, it's gonna be so much better.
Yeah, because I hated that I had to wait for my agent's call to do anything. I was stuck.
Right.
Like, literally, I was stuck being a starting pitcher for a whole year. I'm like, I don't want to be a starting pitcher.
Well, that's like right now. Brewers Ron feels awkward at first base. Quote, awkward at first base. Okay. Well, you played 5 of 7 spring training games there, so. But yeah, well, like, that's like right now. Like, yeah, you know, I'm on the Brewers, everything's cool, but my team is like a last place team this early in the season, and it's like, do I want to stay on the Brewers? You know, if my agent would call me, I'd be like, hey, listen, I like the Brewers and all, but get me the hell out. That's right, we still have Orlando Arcia too.
Yep.
2026.
Nice.
He's the only real player left, I'm pretty sure, on my whole team, but... I just love hitting at Miller Park. I would just hate being traded to like San Diego or something.
All the best place ever, for, you know, according to Devin.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's one of the, like, coolest looking ballparks, but I would not, in my life, want to be a hitter that has to play there.
I'm a little surprised Hosmer went there.
I mean, I am and I'm not. Like, Hosmer's not the biggest power guy. You know, he's a 290, 300 hitter that hits like 20 bombs. So...
Honestly, I think he's overrated.
Yeah, I think he is a little bit too. I still think it was a good move for them. I mean, you know, gives them some solidarity. Will Myers can definitely play the outfield. Like, people are like, well, now they have to put Will Myers in the outfield and their defense is going to be terrible. No, like,
no,
Will Myers came up,
yeah.
He came up as a stud outfielder. Like, his defense was not the worst part of his game when he came up.
He's actually
a catcher.
catcher.
Definitely play. Yeah, he can definitely play the outfield.
Domination.
You know, that's not going to be the problem. The problem is going to be, will they be able to put it all together?
Because last year, Will Myers went backwards.
Yep.
He really went backwards in general. I know I had him for most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
People were talking about Judge striking out.
Renfroe went backwards too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like,
most of them did.
and that's why they're talking about just platooning Renfroe this year, because Renfroe killed lefties last year. So they just want to play, they only want to play him versus lefties this year, unless he proves that he can hit right-handed pitching. Which is crazy, because as big of a prospect as Hunter Renfroe was expected to be, now he's going to be a platoon guy. But
yeah,
I guess at the same time, I saw the guys on MLB Network saying they think the Padres brought him up too early. You know, they rushed him to the big league.
Yes, they did. They did. I agree with that. I think
Hunter Renfroe shouldn't have been brought up when he was, but he kind of just had to be because the Padres didn't have anybody else.
No, but I agree with their assessment. He came up way too early, and he's kind of messed up a little bit now.
Yeah, it did. It screwed with him, I think, a little bit.
If Renfro's a part-time hitter, I mean, so be it. But I think he could put it together. I think he could do a
I
solid.
think so too.
Margot is gonna be the key.
I love Manny Margot. Like,
He has to get on
Our
base though.
UAV is online.
oh yeah, I know his OBP is trash, but I think he's gonna get it. I really do. Like, I would love him in center field for the Brewers if we didn't have like Lorenzo Cain, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Friendly airstrike on the way. Losing Bravo. Losing B. We lost Bravo. Friendly chopper on the way. Securing A.
Dope.
Securing B. Enemy UAV is airborne. Securing B. B secure.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Losing
After this
Bravo.
game, I'm gonna try to go back on Fortnite and see if it works for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be getting off pretty early, so I'll probably just play a couple more Road to the Show games or something. But
B secure. We're about to win this one. Keep up the fire. Losing Charlie.
oh,
We lost Charlie. Enemy UAV is airborne.
hit the
Securing
foul
Alpha.
and they call it foul anyways. Let's see.
Challenge.
Our UAV is online. A secure.
Where is it? I hit it. Oh no, okay, I see what happened. So I only watched it after it bounced, and so I don't know if you know Miller Park like off the top of your head from in this game, but in left field there's like that green roof over the suites.
Mm-hmm.
So when it bounced back, it landed like on top of there and then bounced back like in front of the pole. So that's
Gotcha.
why I thought it hit the pole.
Yeah. I had to think for a minute.
Yeah.
Because I personally have not played at Miller Park in a while in the show. I do play it on occasion.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was like a, what you call it, a kind of like a Fenway thing where it went around the corner and the pole or some shit.
Yep. Yeah. Alright, my agent really needs to call me so I can be traded off the Brewers. As much as it's gonna pay me to do. I don't want to play for the crappy Brewers anymore.
Yeah, because in this game they were.
I have to wait for my agent to call me to tell him that I'm unhappy that I should be traded. Because like I can, in the old modes like this, like you could just go to the manager's office and be like, hey, can I be traded? And they'll be like, yeah, we'll work something out. Now it's like you have to wait for your agent to call you and be like, oh, is everything good? Can I do anything for you? And then one of the options is like, yeah, get me off this team.
Yeah,
Like,
it
won't
was.
call me until like July, 2 days before the trade deadline, and then
It's
and then
always
the front office will be
July.
like, sorry, it was too late. Like,
It's either July or the end of the year. That's it. It was annoying.
yeah, not anymore. I've been on the Brewers my whole career so far, and now we're last place in the division, so I don't want to be on a last place team. I'm too good for that.
You're at a point in your career where you can do better.
Exactly.
You deserve a ring.
Well done, Paul.
Like, sorry, Orlando Arcia, we're not going to be the best left side of the infield anymore. He's the reason I got moved from short. Like, it literally said, I remember in the interview, they were like, oh, can you move to third? We're really happy with Arcia at short right now. I was like,
Damn it, I'm sorry, RC